Hello everyone, this is Big Clingy, back in my journey file for Persona 3. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Gary Stu, but I'm gonna do something that I promised to do a long time ago, and that is to show an actual, no-holes-barred, no cheap tactics fight with the Reaper. So, no Armageddon, no Thunder Rain cheesiness, just me and a bunch of incredibly overpowered Personas versus the Reaper. So, here's a look at all of my Personas. So these are the ones that I ended the journey with. It's been a while since I've seen them. So Vishnu I mainly have for Infinity, but he's got some alright skills, I guess. Shiva is pretty amazing. However, he doesn't have anything covering his ice weakness. I'll need to watch out for that. Alilat has repel on everything physical and can use Makara-Khan to basically make me invincible to everything except Almighty, so that's kind of cool. Koryu, I don't really know why Koryu's here, to be honest. And, hi Satine, once again. Absorb Wind is pretty decent, Repel Light, but I don't think I'm going to be using you very much because you don't even have Black Viper yet. Ananta mainly exists for Infinity, which I will allow myself to use if the situation is dire enough. Here's Orpheus Telos. I will need to remake you for the bonus boss because there's some skills that I really want to have. You really want high counter for the bonus boss. Metatron, almost invincible Metatron. So this Metatron has Repel Dark, Absorb Wind, Repel Ice, Elec, and Fire. So it's immune to everything magical and it is still vulnerable to physical attacks except that it has high counter. So it is 50% of the time an invincible Metatron. And I also have Oromataro on you, but I have Oromataro on other things. Messiah doesn't have Enduring Soul yet, but Salvation is going to be pretty useful. One-handed Swordmaster isn't bad either, also God's Hand is great. Hallel is broken as always, Got both Power Charge and Mind Charge on you, as well as Enduring Soul, Victory Cry, Morningstar, yeah, you're kind of broken. Thanatos is mainly here just, I guess, for thematic reasons, and I randomly pick you up in shuffle time, I don't even care about you. So yeah, I'm going to go into this with somebody with Oromataro. I'm curious as to how the Reaper reacts to this Metatron. I'm wondering if that'll provoke Megadolon spam, or whether it'll just use physical attacks, or whether it'll just waste its time using break skills. Anyway, the Reaper's coming, and I'm not used to not having a gun, so yeah, I thought I'd get preemptive. Actually, it wasn't a preemptive. That's pretty cool.
No, you can't defeat it. Run!
Fuka, you have never been more wrong. Hopefully. Oh yeah, also as for the rest of my party, they're basically the same as they were at the end of the journey. They all have their items covering their weaknesses, and they all have their ultimate plus 10 to all stat weapons. As for the protagonist's equipment, he has the Divine Pillar, which is the hard item from Alilat. It's generally agreed to be the best item for the bonus bosses, because it halves all damage, and you being unable to dodge doesn't really mean much, because the halving all damage is much more of a benefit. Anyway, let's begin this. First tactics, Yukari is going to be healing.
Leave it to me.
I'm fine with the others doing whatever they want. And like I said, I just kind of want to try and see how you react to Metatron. Well, we're starting this off very well. And that wasn't even with one-handed Swordmaster. Which still makes me think of the Fire Emblem class and not, being a master of one-handed swords. Okay, so that did quite a lot. Hudon, okay, that's an interesting opening. Yeah, Yukari has Summer Calm, so I'm not too worried even if that hack hits. Don't know if I've actually showed this guy's stats before, but he's level 99 and has very high stats in pretty much everything.
I failed to finish it off.
My party are around the 83 mark. Junpei and Mitsuru both leveled up as I went through Monad this time. Okay, so he's taken a little bit of damage. And I'm just curious to see how, uh-oh, that's not good. How you react. And you're using Hamon. I guess that's what you do if we have no weaknesses. Like I said, I'm not too worried because thanks for using Dear Rahan to heal that insignificant amount of HP. That's a totally good use of your SP. But anyway, I'm not too worried because Yukari has Summer Calm. I do have Enduring Soul on a couple of my Personas, but I still need to watch out for the protagonist. I think I have a whole bunch of Homunculi, and I also have 15 Somas. I used one of them before this battle began just to top up everyone on SP, but yeah, I am completely overkill when it comes to healing items. Wow, you are doing really badly, Mr. Reaper. I always felt that Masakato's katana could probably... It could look cooler. Okay, let's see how much a Mind Charge Buvanine does. This is assuming that you don't miss. Not bad. Kind of rather had Junpei just rushing it. Because Yukari healing means that she's not using... okay, now everyone's going to do even worse damage because they were actually auto-Mataro'd before. But it means that she's not using Magarodine. Anyway, I'm just going to see how much... Let's go. Actually, wait a minute. Hallel does not have anything covering its ice weakness. That cost me... I remember that costing me in one grinding session. So, does anybody here have Mind Charge and not have any weaknesses? You. Okay, let's go with you. I'm going to go for a Mind Charge Morning Star, just to see how much that does. Then after that, I might go for a Power Charge God's Hand for good measure. Yeah, you are really just spamming instant death skills, aren't you? I thought that you go into Mega Dolaron spam if you detected that we didn't have any weaknesses, but no, you seem to be content with spamming instant death. Which means that, technically speaking, the Reaper hasn't done any damage to us yet. Yeah, because our only knockdown was from missing an attack and falling over. Yeah, the Reaper does still have very, very good endurance. Doing about as much as I did with, like, level 60s characters with level 80s characters. Okay, so we Mind Charged. Okay, I did want to do Mind Charge Morning Star, but I do have to watch out. Okay, I'm kind of confident that my Divine Pillar will mean that Gary Stu doesn't die here. But I'm going to go ahead and try this. I feel like probably the biggest risk to my attempt here is accidentally pressing Armageddon. That did decently enough. If you were smart, you'd target Yukari with that.
Hang in there.
Because if she's down, she won't be able to revive anyone else from that. And I'm surprised you're not using Mamuda on. And even with Mind Charge, Mitsuru's not going to be doing very much damage. But at least it's a slight help. How much do you do when rushing? About as much as Brave Blade, actually. Okay, so you're not quite half down. What does Shiva have? No charges. Okay, I'm going to go back to Orpheus Telos and Power Charge. In fact, I want to try out Power Charge. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but Shiva's signature move. Because that one's pretty strong. It also has a very high crit rate. If I'm remembering correctly. Seriously, what are you doing? I am totally confused by the Reaper's AI here. You normally spam break skills, and the break skills work against our accessories that are giving us immunity to our weaknesses, so why are you doing that? That was actually pretty impressive damage, though. Okay, you're down to about half. So, Shiva time. Alright, Shiva also has a weakness that I don't have covered. But the Reaper's being really dumb right now, so it's not like that really matters that much. Okay, let's see how much this does. Not as much as I would have hoped. And, yep. Okay, well, at least that's only 100 damage. And yeah, the Reaper does love to gang up on your weaknesses if you do have one. But I have Yukari healing, and I have the Divine Pillar, so... it's not like I'm at really that much risk of dying. Mitsuru with Mind Charge is actually putting out some decent damage. At least by non-protagonist standards. And once again, I'm just going to have you go on Rush to save on HP. Okay, now let's try Power Charge God's Hand. See if that does more than Pralia, or however you pronounce that. Life Drain. I forgot you could do that. Wow, that drains a lot. Okay, that can very easily out-damage a turn of my attacks. I should watch out for that. Because 2 of those might mean that I should stop using Power Charge and Mind Charge and just focusing on straight-up attacking. Because that's probably an easier way to try and... oh, no, yeah, I'm definitely in trouble unless I out-damage that healing. So, let's go for... who has God's Hand? I think Vishnu has it. No, you don't. Probably think of a different game that Vishnu is in. Alila, no, not Koryu, not Ananta, no. You have it and your strength is 80. Is there anyone... You have Primal Force and higher strength, but no, I think God's Hand is stronger. Not entirely sure, it's been a while since I checked the exact power levels of all of the skills, but I think this is stronger than Primal Force, although, like I said, I'm not entirely sure. And it missed entirely, great. Okay, finally the Reapers seems to be taking things seriously.
Hang in there.
But Yukari has Meteor Rahan, so that's going to help out a lot, and she's running through her SP quite quickly. Yeah, she really shouldn't have been healing Junpei earlier in the fight. But yeah, it looks like the Reaper is finally taking things seriously now.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Which is good, I guess, because it was getting pretty boring before. Okay, now let's... I'm just going to go for a regular God's Hand and see how much damage that does. Not much at all. Wow, okay. And this could be bad if I get unlucky.
No. Oh no. Yukari-chan.
That's weird. That went all red before it hit. I think that's just the environment, though.
I failed to finish it off.
Okay, so Mind Charge attack from Mitsuru does approximately as much as a non-power charge attack from Gary Stu. Yeah, I need to bring back Yukari, but first I'll switch over to... Yeah, let's switch over to Metatron while I use a... I mean, I've probably got tons of Bombs of Life. 15, yeah, I have way too many. Okay, now you're finally doing that.
Senpai is unconscious.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like that's going to be a running theme. You're going to be spamming that now. But at least Yukari can use Summoner Calm since she didn't go down there. Okay, you're getting kind of low-ish. I'm going to go back to Orpheus Telos. I'm going to do another Power Charge God's Hand and see how much that does. Because I missed horribly the first time. Let's see if I get lucky the second time. Strike attacks generally don't have the best accuracy. Negadola? Really? Not Negadola on? That still hit everyone that wasn't named Gary Stu very hard, though.
Hang in there.
And we are gradually getting through, except that was pointless because Yukari was going to Meteor Rahan everyone anyway.
Hang in there.
Or just use regular Dear Rahan. Okay, then. Yes, Yukari and Mitsuru are making good on their promises to be loyal to each other. Yeah, by the way, the main reason I brought Mitsuru here was because I wanted to give her some redemption for what she did during the answer. Anyway, yeah, this will, like, speaking of which, this will probably be in the normal Persona 3 playlist, not the answer playlist. So if you're watching this, I have already completed the answer as of recording this. So, yeah, if I reference the answer, that's why. And that's part of why I didn't use Aigis in this fight. Now you're using break skills. Because Aigis already got enough screen time during the answer, even though her buff skills would have been really useful here. I really missed Aigis' buff skills during the answer, being the only party member who, like, naturally learns all of those.
Hang in there.
Those can be really useful during the journey sometimes. Anyway, that Power Charge God's Hand did quite a lot. But now I'm going to go back to Mind Charged Morning Star, just to see if that does more. It's been a little while in this fight since I used Mind Charge Morning Star, so I've forgotten how much it does. And I think at the time I was still under the effects of Auto Mataru, so don't really know how much it does when I'm not Auto Mataru'd. And nice one. And I'll just keep having Junpei rush, because it probably is doing, well, doing better than just his basic physical attacks, because at least he's not provoking Yukari into healing and wasting her turns. Okay, Reaper is getting kind of low. Don't want to speak too soon, but as you can see, this really isn't all that bad at a high level and with really good personas and items. This is probably how the game intends for you to beat the Reaper, but in order to actually reach this level and get these kind of personas, you pretty much need access to Monad, which requires you to beat the Reaper. And wow, that does a lot more. Okay, yeah, definitely sticking with that. I mean, God's Hand is relatively impressive, but that's another level entirely.
Such persistence.
I'll show you my true power.
In fact, I probably don't even need to Mind Charge anymore. I can probably just spam Morning Star to finish this fight. I don't think one more will do it, but it'll bring it pretty close. So yeah, I like to beat the Reaper early using the Thunder Rain method just to gain access to easy grinding. Okay, I really hope that... Well, okay, Yukari is going to revive. What I was going to say was I was hoping that no one finishes off the Reaper this turn, because I want Junpei to be conscious for the end of the fight. Yes, you are. However, I'm just going to use Morning Star again. I'm running very low on SP, though. Of course, if I finish this thing with Hallel active, then I get Victory Cry, so I get it all back. Oh, that is almost enough. I don't really care because I have the Divine Pillar. I also don't really care because I have Homunculi. Oh no. Well, that's not good. Because Mitsuru might be finishing this now. Yes, she did. I'm sorry, Yukari, you don't get the experience from that. Your victory animation for the answer is so much cooler than that. But yeah, I guess that'll be Yukari's punishment for how she acted during the answer. Yeah, Yukari would have leveled up from that if Mitsuru hadn't finished it then, but yeah, that was pretty painless. As you can see, I have all my SP back because, yeah. Oh, actually, no, I think I know why I have Koryu, Summer of Calm. I think you're the only one on my Persona deck who has that. But anyway, that was a quote-unquote real fight with the Reaper, and... yeah, I have pretty overpowered Personas. It really wasn't that much of a threat, but it was at least somewhat more of a challenge than the final boss was, so I'll take that. So, that's really all I wanted to show here. And the next thing I plan to do with Persona 3 is, okay then, so I'm going to need to load my New Game Plus file. I really hope I transferred over the Divine Pillar, because I know that the protagonist's equipped items transfer over. I don't think anything in your inventory transfers, but their equipped items do. Even if I don't, I probably have in the Compendium Alilat, who I can resummon and get the Divine Pillar off of again, because I'm going to need this for the bonus boss. You pretty much have to have it. And then I'm going to need to grind in Monad a bit because I need to hit level 99 because... okay, I've never actually hit level 99 before, but I see everyone fight the bonus boss with 999 HP, so I'm guessing your HP just shoots up to 999 once you hit level 99. And speaking of the bonus boss, I'm going to have to remake Orpheus Telos, like I said before, because you really want a high counter on Orpheus Telos. Also something like Thunder Rain. Thunder Rain is definitely useful. So, I'm going to make no promises as to when I plan to cover the bonus boss, because it might take a while. Yeah, it may take a while for me to grind enough and for me to actually get a successful attempt at that fight. There is also an Elizabeth request for beating the bonus boss, but it doesn't unlock until almost the end of the game, and I'm not going to play that far into a New Game Plus just to show what the request is. The reward for that request, I guess I can talk about it in that video when I do the bonus boss, but I guess I'll say it now too. The reward for that is, I believe... it's not an Omnipotent Orb, is it? Or maybe I'm thinking of Persona 4. I know that you get some kind of reward that's pretty much worthless because there's, like, if you've proven you can beat that boss, there's nothing left in the game for you to do, so it's totally pointless. But anyway... with that out of the way, I guess I'll see you when I next see you.